Hey, what's up? It's Tati back with another review of Ring of Honor. Now, this week episode was slightly under an hour, and it's understandable because they did have to get ready for All In. So last week, Dynamite, we actually had them film Rampage and also Collision. And usually ROH is filmed before or after Collision on Saturday nights, but since Collision was filmed on Wednesday, they also had to do ROH as well, so they kept it short. Even though they kept it short, we do have 8 matches on this card, and honestly, I would not have done that many matches. What I would have done was have at least 5 matches at the most, really, and have them be about 10 minutes each and just be good with that. You know, having 8 matches on a 1 hour show and a good amount of them are just squash matches, it really takes away the quality of the show. So it's quality over quantity. I don't give a damn about seeing 8 matches. I want to see smaller amount of matches, but really great matches. So was this week episode worth the watch? Probably not, but I will say I really did enjoy the opener and also the main event. And there was a couple of things throughout the show that I think was important to notice. Now, for the first match, we do have Saber Jr. versus Metalik. Metalik is a really versatile wrestler. Even though lucha style is his style, he's able to come in the ring with someone like Saber Jr. and also have a technical style in the ring as well and do what he normally does that, you know, represents himself. So I really did enjoy this. And you guys know when it comes to the New Japan TV title is a 15-minute time limit. So sometimes these matches, they're super entertaining. However, the 15-minute time limit is not enough sometimes. So I enjoyed these two guys in the ring, and I really felt like they had great chemistry with each other, and they complement each other really well. And it's hard to kind of believe that the title is going to change hands, especially on just a regular episode of ROH. But Metalik does kind of convince you that, you know, he should be in the ring with someone like Saber Jr., especially since they complement each other so well in the ring. You know, if he would have won, it would have been weird, but he's great enough to, you know, be holding a title. I do feel like sometimes with these luchadors being behind a mask, that takes away some personality with them. Not all the time, but some luchadors. So I would like to see more of a personality from Metalik on ROH, but they have a really great match, and that is one of the matches that I think is worth watching on the show. Saber Jr., oh my gosh, I love his matches. I have yet to see a bad match from him. Every time he gets in the ring with someone, he works really well. And I love how he always stays in character from the moment his music hit until he gets to the back. I can appreciate a well-rounded heel. Obviously, Saber Jr. ends up taking the win here, but I do think it's really important to take a look at these two different styles and how well they complement each other. I didn't see that when it came to Moxley and Commander the other day. Like, it's just such a different vibe with certain types of wrestlers on ROH. So for this, it's worth watching, but the whole show, skip it. So up next, we have John Walters versus Josh Woods. I would have recommended this. However, right when it got really good, the pacing of it was great. They started off very technical. This was not a pure rules match, but it felt very reminiscent of one. So we didn't have those rules, but they were super technical with each other. These were two former Pure Rules champions, so we really got to see something great with them with the first few minutes, and it just seems like they pulled the rug so quickly on that match, and Josh Woods ended up taking the win, and it really surprised me. I'm not surprised that he won. What I'm surprised about was that this was like 5 minutes. It just did not seem like something that was going to go so quick. Now, with John Walters, we haven't seen him in ROH in over 2 years, so I figured his return match would have been a lot better than what we saw. The wrestling itself was great, just did not feel long enough. It's like right when you're enjoying it, they just take it right out, and I just didn't like that. Now, Shibata, he's not on every episode. He's actually been wrestling at other promotions these past few weeks. I'm not mad at that. However, in the meantime, I do feel like ROH is taking their time to try to revive the Pure Rules division. We do have Josh Woods, who seems to be on a quest to going back against Shibata for the title. Later on, we do have Mark Sterling, who's letting everyone know that no one from ROH or AEW can beat Josh Woods. So I find it interesting that he also mentions AEW. Maybe we might see someone who is usually on AEW come over to ROH and have a match with Josh Woods. He's been on a roll, and I prefer what we've been seeing with Josh Woods here. However, these short little matches, you might think it might make them look good because he won quickly, but you kind of got to go with the pacing of the match. And it's just like, it just felt like, I don't know, they pulled the rug on it too fast, and I didn't like that. It was okay. However, Josh Woods is doing a really great job. If he were to take the title off of Shibata, it is definitely believable. So up next, we have trios action with the Workhorsemen and Lee Moriarty versus Lord Crew, Beef, and Victus Cash. This is skippable. One thing that I think is going on here is that they removed Shane. Well, Shane Taylor got that whole thing with the TV title going on right now. So they took Shane Taylor away from the Workhorsemen and they put Lee Moriarty in his place ever since Big Bill has basically moved on up. In my opinion, I really did like Lee Moriarty with Big Bill. That seemed to not be a thing anymore. If anything, they should take Lee Moriarty and let him do singles action, possibly even put him in the pure division. So I've seen him do pure rules matches, and I do think he's great. He is also very technical as well, but he can adapt to other styles, and I kind of wish that I didn't feel like they didn't have anything to do with him. But anyway, they put him with the Workhorsemen, and they're very talented too, but I always enjoy them more doing singles action. I think they complement each other in the ring, but on their own, they're probably the best. Now, this match is skippable. I don't really know if I'm feeling Lee Moriarty with the Workhorsemen. They're not horrible together, but if this didn't really feel like under 5 minutes, we would have got a chance to see more teamwork from them. This was obviously too short to really tell if they complement each other as a trios. Either way, it's skippable. Now, we do have Cole Carter versus Dustin Jackson after this. This is also skippable. However, I really hope that ROH, AEW take Cole Carter very seriously, because this guy has something that I think is going to be super special somewhere down the line. I hope they're going in the right direction with them. Now, he is with Maria ringside. And I don't know what's going on with that, but she's looking to build an army, and she's definitely scouting for Cole Carter to be part of that army. He's doing much better as a heel compared to sometime last year when he was in doing like Dark Elevation, where he was a babyface and kind of not really sticking out. I do feel like he's sticking out, and he has some really great energy, and he's really well in the ring. He does need some more practice though, but there's something special about him. If AEW, ROH take their time with him, they're definitely going to have a star in the future. So definitely look out for him. There is so much potential. Up next, we had Alice Crawley versus Emi Sakura. Skip. Emi does end up winning the match. We also have the Spanish Announce Project versus the Outrunners. The Outrunners have a very 80s wrestling vibe to them that I really like. However, with the lack of storylines and the randomness of this match, nobody's really interested in seeing these guys together. This is a huge problem with ROH. A lot of matches do feel random because there's no build-up, there's no backstory, there's no nothing, and they just put things together. It's decent, but there's nothing special about it. You can definitely skip. Now, we do have another women's match, which is Marina Shafir versus Angelica Risk. I actually like both of these ladies, but I have to say something about Marina. Since Marina has been in AEW, I have not, I can't tell you what's the best thing I've seen her do. I really can't tell you. Now, what I saw from Dynamite last night when they had the trios match, I didn't like that. It felt really messy. months back during WrestleMania weekend, they had the Bloodsport pay-per-view, and she was amazing on there. And this had no affiliation with ROH or AEW. I think it's GCW, whatever. And she was amazing. And I'm like, where is this on AEW? You don't see them use her to her fullest potential over there. And another reason why I think is that she has a very mixed background when it comes to wrestling and martial arts. And when she gets in the ring, that's something that should really stand out. And for whatever reason, when she's with other opponents that don't help that stand out, then she does not stand out over there in AEW, which is a reason why I feel like the women's division really does need help. Because when I see her in AEW, I don't see her being used to her fullest potential. But when I see her elsewhere, I enjoy her more. I don't know what the issue is with that, but this match right here, the only thing that I would say here is that if you really pay attention to what she's doing in the ring, she's actually really, really great. I just feel like a lot of these ladies just cannot connect with how different her style is, which is why a lot of these matches with her fall flat. She's either going to have to make some changes, or AEW is just going to have to figure out like how to get these girls to be more versatile with each other in the ring so that people can actually enjoy the women's division. Either way, this match is skippable, but I really do feel like Marina Shafir deserves a lot more over there in AEW ROH. All right, y'all, main event time, and probably my favorite match of the night. We have the Mogul Embassy versus Darius Martin, Action Andretti, and Lee Johnson. Now, when it comes to Darius Martin, they've been trying to do a lot of things with him, from doing singles, which fell absolutely flat. He's someone that's meant to be with other people in the ring in terms of having a partner. They tried the tag team thing, which worked really well with Action Andretti. Then they added in AR Fox. I think he worked well with them as well. However, I think Lee Johnson is the best fit for this trios. I really enjoy them together, and they complement each other so well. The chemistry is absolutely amazing. And the other day I was saying how you almost don't even miss Dante Martin because they're actually putting Darius with people that work really, really well with him. So you're not even thinking about Darius Martin. I hope he gets well or whatever, but everyone else is helping Darius look really good. So I appreciate ROH for trying to get the right people on his corner. Now with this match, it starts off a little bit slow, but things really pick up with Darius' team. You really get to see them perform with such great chemistry, where it's like, I can see them in the future taking the six-man tag championship. However, what they really, really need is some character. I don't know. These guys are like super on the quiet side. They come out, they tear the house down every single week. However, who the hell are they? You know? We took quite some time to get there with the Mogul Embassy, even with Prince Nana being on their side. I'm not saying that Darius' team actually needs a manager, but they do need to show some personality to get people behind them. It took some time with the Mogul Embassy, but I really enjoy what I see with them in the ring. They've definitely been practicing together. So you see more of a cohesion with them, with everything that they do in the ring, especially with Toa Leona and Khan. They also do tag team together as well. So they've been in the ring more than with Brian Cage. And all of them together, they're super great. And Prince Nana, he is absolutely amazing. Obviously, the titles were on the line. However, we do have the Mogul Embassy that end up retaining here. And I have to be honest, when I'm thinking about the six-man tag division, there isn't much at all. And the same thing goes for AEW too. It almost seems like where are all the trios? I don't know where they're at. We need a lot more. Anyway, with Darius' team, it's possible that they can end up picking up those titles later on in the future, but they just need a lot more work in terms of personality. But in the ring, they were almost flawless tonight, and I really did enjoy this match. So I do recommend the opening match and the main event if you want to check this out. The episode felt flat, but hopefully they make up for it for the next episode. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back tomorrow with me and Paige. Bye.